Hello, friends. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday? Let me go ahead and at everybody so they know it's D&T time. D&T time. Hello. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty well. I had tacos tonight. It's a pretty good night. I've got water. I didn't forget this time. I have preemptively taken some Tylenol. Should be able to get a full session out this time. Man, Baldur's Gate 2 is so good. Alright, let's get in here with these nerds.
I'm kind of like snuck under the radar.
Was Shrek in that innuendo? That's what I was looking for. Was Shrek
In
also
your endo. Hey, yo!
Shut up, dummy.
Got him.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't watch Shrek till they were older. They were somewhere. I was just like, nope. Yep, there's definitely a dick in the clouds.
Why are you looking for dicks in the clouds, buddy?
We were talking
That
about
might be
SpongeBob.
projection.
SpongeBob.
No, just like it was a projection when I sat in for my son's evening mass, or they call it their baccalaureate mass, and then I really just wanted to do a "Who's Gonna Tell Him" meme because when the sun comes through their windows at 7:00, as it sets, it projects 666 onto their walls in like 4 different places because of how the guy whoever did the stained glass had a sense of humor.
Wait, it's not pink.
That's giving Michelangelo energy. I love that.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious. I just texted. I didn't say anything out loud. We're like in the middle of the baccalaureate mass. My son's already in line. They're getting ready to start do the things, the pinning ceremony for the kids. And I just happened to glance behind me, and I just send my wife a text. Yeah, what does that look like on that pillar behind us? And my wife does not take the hint. Like, she doesn't do the whole, oh, I'm just gonna look and I'm not gonna say anything. She was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Nobody's gonna believe you saw that shit. I'm taking a fucking picture. And she turns around and got all these old people turning around looking too. And she's just laughing. She was like, only you would notice some shit.
Absolute goofs. The lots of you.
that nat 20 perception check?
There you go.
Good.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So it's been brought to my attention that I forgot to dish out XP last time.
He.
I'm sorry, what was that? I thought I hear
didn't say that.
Onos losing a limb in the distance.
I said big dumb stupid head.
Ah, yes. Pick your favorite limb.
My penis.
It's gone. Congratulations, you played yourself.
That one.
Hey, bro did a magic trick on me, bro. Where'd my dick go?
In not ridiculous news, you guys all get 500 experience points for the last 2 sessions.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you, all right. Who wants to give a recap for a hero
I
point?
took good
Who's
notes,
not
but
Weatherwax?
also, okay. I was gonna say if someone else wants to.
Wait, not Weatherwax?
Yeah, she
Not
gave it
me.
the last 2 times.
Vanish. I think I just did last time. I don't think I did the previous time.
Make Onos doing it. It's his mini mission.
It's true. Onos, give us a
in this
recap of what
very
happened
hero.
last time.
See, I would do it, but you see, I don't take notes. I just remember things.
Well, what
And
does
then-
Onos remember?
Not much. He was drunk.
That's it.
All right, so
Okay. I'll tell you what I remember. I got this. Where did we start last time? Was it? Yeah. Don't laugh at me, man. I
We've
remember.
said-
Homeboy, crew dude. I don't remember his name anymore.
Salivar Viorek?
Yeah. He brought his boys on the ship. Told us about his boys. That they was cool, they was chill, they was his boys. Not to fuck with him. And we was like, alright, I got you. And I was like, hey, you wanna go do this with me? You wanna go have a drink? I'll get to know him. I was trying to rizz him, real shit. But that's not where it went. Motherfucker poisoned me. Started talking about my pops. And he thought I was trying to kill him. But plot twist, I'm not trying to kill him. And so we turned into real homies. He told me like, yeah, I know some shit. He told me about a witch, and now I want to go see the witch because the witch can help me with my powers and shit. And and I asked Weatherwax, and she yelled at me and told me I was big, dumb, stupid, ugly head.
Rightfully
And
so.
she made me cry, and hey, that was mean. And then Weatherwax came into the room, and she tried to find a book, and she found a cool book that she can't read because she doesn't know how to read because she's dumb. And I tried to help her, but I can't read either. And Franklin cooked the best dinner and gave the best speech of all time. It was actually in a history book. So we have special buffs now, and we're cool, and we're all happy, and I think we're going to find a space witch on a space rock.
Not in character, but not bad. Would anybody like to add anything he missed?
He completely forgot about our smuggling hold and us showing it to our new pirate connection guy who tends to be our first mate from now on.
Oh shit!
That's true. We did. You guys did inform Salivar of the smuggling hold, of which he confirmed that you guys will be able to put that to good use.
Yeah, hype for that. Finna be stealing this shit.
He also
Salivar.
found Harold.
Making Franklin mad.
Yes, we also met Harold. As
Salivar. Oh, sorry.
Okay, go for it.
I was gonna say Salivar also offloaded some of our cargo in exchange for the ship deed, which we now have.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a new crisis over a new mystery, and that's what I'm doing.
Yes, so some of the plot points that were missed. Harold was introduced. He is a stone elf. He is the sous chef to Franklin. And
AKA Edward Stonehand?
yeah, pretty much. And he can't speak. Or well, at least he has not yet spoken.
He's our pet.
He is telepathic, though.
He's a human. Or not a human, he's a person.
But
he's only telepathic one
not a
way,
pet.
not the
Not
other.
a pet.
Exactly.
But he gives pet vibes. Like he's cool.
No.
Like,
No, he's a person.
No, he's not. Yes, he is. Wait, I can't. No. Yo, I promise I'm not racist against stone elves.
It sounds
He's
like
being-
you're kind of
he's being
racist against
paid.
stone
Your
elves.
feelings on mute.
He's being paid on the ship, all right?
Okay, I never called him a fucking slave. I said he was like a pet. He gives good vibes.
That's weird as hell.
That's weird to call.
And
a
that's your
person
own
a
kink
pet.
that's coming out here. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
On a less weird note,
Ghost DMs smell good.
Weatherwax discovered.
Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
No. I was going to say I forgot that. Was it the last session where I got drunk and assumed Weatherwax was hitting on me and turned her down?
Yep. That was funny. That was a good time.
Oh shit, that was last time. Yeah.
How much experience did you give us?
500. Half a level.
500 out of 1,000.
Go. Have you ever seen how old my character is?
No, how old is he?
Oh, and we have a buff for like 24 hours or something.
So I did
No
a typo.
permanent buff on the crew.
Oh yeah.
For the inspiration.
Yep.
Yeah, because of his delightful speech.
Yes.
But yeah, I was trying to scroll things or scribe things into my book. I found a spell marked Tailwind. I did a really good job scribing it, and it didn't work. And I was losing my mind. And I went and looked through Jack's books, and I couldn't find the answer. And I asked Onoth, and he was not helpful. Actually, I didn't ask Onoth. I kind of think offered his help, wasn't helpful. And then I asked Vioric, and he found a little rune. And I was able to use the rune to locate a cipher, and with the cipher, I was able to make some progress. I have still not solved it. It's going to take me some time. And that's just going to kind of haunt me until I figure it out.
All right. I think that's all the plot points. I don't think anybody else.
Nope.
More a
All right.
housekeeping thing. I rolled a 21 to make
We all
acid
get a
arrows
hero
roll,
point because we work together.
We couldn't
And
we couldn't lock a lock, but we sure as hell unlocked it.
That's true.
well, I have a key now that Vioric made for me.
I
That's-
got it. Okay.
Will eventually break, but is good for now. I rolled a 21 on making some acid arrow scrolls, so if nothing terrible happens in the next 8 hours. If
Give me a
something
second
happens
here.
during the next 8 hours, then...
Checking something.
Okay.
Hopefully
Okay,
nothing
don't worry
terrible
about
just happened.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then we took off the next morning. And
Indeed.
I totally nailed taking the ship out of the dock, and it
You
was way
did.
easier with the crew.
Quite well.
Thank
She
you.
even did some
Thank you.
tricks. It was pretty cool.
We find ourselves heading towards the edge of the system. Let me switch to this. And let me switch to not that one, not that one, that one.
Mhm.
We were in the Direham system, where the coordinates that were given to you via the book that you found and coordinated with the omnipotent fifth dimensional being that pulled you from death was you've decided to take a small detour after asking the omnipotent fifth dimensional being whether or not that's cool. And he said, I don't know, a couple months here or there, doesn't matter. And you're like, all right. So, we are setting off to the Cinderbar system, where Salavar Vorik has given Onas a lead on potentially parts of his past that he not only isn't aware of, but may have a bigger effect on him than he expects. As the ship moves faster than you would expect through space, you begin to get to the edge of the Direham system. As you do, you begin to feel this surge of energy around you. And as you look out into the once blackness of space, you are now surrounded by colors of all different shades and hues. It is almost like an explosion of light has happened around you as you feel the ship lurch forward and begin to get taken by the astral currents. As the ship begins to move, you're all kind of standing there a little dumbfounded. It's not the first time you guys have jumped through the astral sea, but it's the first time you've jumped through the astral sea at the helm of your own ship. But luckily, Salavar is there to step in. He begins shouting orders left and right, having people minorly adjust sails here, the solar sails. At one point, he turns to you, Weatherwax, and asks you to channel some power into the crystal. And as you do, the ship kind of shifts a little bit. And after a few moments of a bunch of action happening all at once, kind of all dies down. And the deck is suspiciously quiet. Or not suspiciously, but heavily quiet. As everybody kind of just stares out at the colors around them. However, the reverie is quickly broken as Salavar goes back to barking orders and people moving around. He walks up to you, Weatherwax, and bows. Captain, if everything goes as planned, we should be arriving in the Cinderbar system within a month.
Lovely.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't believe so. Just keep tabs on if we end up close to that drop-off point, and other than that, I will be in my cabin.
Very well. So,
And yeah, head off to my cabin. Gonna go make scrolls.
sounds good. We have a month of downtime. That is 30 in-game days. If you have a crafting skill and wish to craft something, now would be the time. Mind you, you do not have access to a forge or anvil. So whatever tools you have on you are what you're going to be able to use. If there's anything that you know offhand that you want to do within this month, go ahead and let me know. If not, then we will hand wave this and I will start looking for or start rolling on our random encounters.
Scrolls. Oh, I want to make scrolls. I also want to figure out what the fuck is in this book. That
Okay.
would be what I'd be doing with my month. So
Does
I'd make
anybody
initial
else-
batch of scrolls, and then book, and then scrolls with remaining time.
You can. Okay, I was gonna say you can't do both.
Mm.
The amount of effort and energy you have to put forth to breaking the cipher is equal to or greater than making the scrolls.
I think I would dedicate the there trip to scrolls then.
Very well. Anybody else have anything specific you'd like to do with this month?
Yeah, I still have my basic crafter's kit with like some artisan stuff. I want to do some shenanigans with making like triplets, pretty much stuff to be able to set up traps.
Did you say this month?
Yes.
Yeah, for the month amount of time. Obviously doing, cooking stuff, experimenting, learning from Harold, maybe some interesting stuff from the other crew as far as, different cultural cuisines, But more specifically, for the first time, I would like to carefully read over and look at, where is it? The policy scroll from Jake.
Very well. So, Weatherwax is going to make scrolls. Franklin is going to look at the life insurance policy from Jake, the stone golem. Chirp is going to attempt to craft something. Onos, is there anything you'd like to do in this month of downtime?
I have a favorite. Or not a favorite, but I want to see if I can do something.
Okay.
And I practice card stuff, sharpening whatever, some kind of performance check to get since we're going somewhere to get a buff to my dex or something.
Okay. So you'd like to spend the month training.
Training. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. We can definitely do that. So let's start with we'll start with Weatherwax. Go ahead and give me a roll for your scrolls.
I rolled a 21 at the end of last session specifically for this. I can't roll again if you prefer, but
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I trust you. 21, and for the batch crafting, that should be fine. So you make 3 scrolls?
4 for the batch.
4.
E.
Okay. Well, you will theoretically make 4 scrolls unless something pops up.
Fair.
Well, I mean, even if something pops up, as long as, everybody doesn't die before you get to Cinnabar, you'll be fine. Franklin.
It's been known to happen.
Not the first time for you guys. Let me double check something here.
Stabbing people she shouldn't.
There's no one here to stab that
There's
I
a lot
think
of people
I
on the
should
ship to stab.
That's fair.
At least I wasn't the one to say it this time.
All right. Let's see. First check for this scroll. Give me an arcane check.
Wait, me?
No, Franklin.
Oh. Damn.
You sit down in your kitchen one night after cooking a particularly delicious meal. You sit back, you pour yourself an ale, and as you're just kind of relaxing, you remember, oh, that's right, that stone golem gave me that weird scroll. Let me pull this out. So you begin to pore over the scroll. The scroll itself is on very fine vellum, and the text that is printed on it is entirely legible, better than most people's handwriting. As you're reading through it, for one, you can tell that it is enchanted. As your eyes reach the bottom of the page, new words appear at the top, erasing the previous ones. And as you look at the very top of the page, it cycles back to the words that were there previously. Reading through the entirety of the scroll, it says that the owner of this scroll, having signed in their own blood at the very bottom their full born name, will be entitled anybody that they write at the bottom will be entitled to their life insurance payout of 50 gold. Oh, sorry. 50,000 gold. If every single month, if this document has been signed, the owner of said document will have 5 gold magically removed from their possession. If they cannot pay the 5 gold, other items will be taken in lieu of the 5 gold up to the full cost. If the holder of the scroll does not have 5 gold, does not have 5 gold worth of items, other payment methods will be taken. And that's all it says on that.
Is that per day?
No, per month.
Per month.
Give me a society check.
Sorry, I was making notes. Society, you said?
Mhm.
But
Reading through, you are able to understand a lot of the legalese and the fact that this is a binding contract and that the way the arcane spells are layered onto this on top of the wording, it would be very difficult to break out of this contract. You would either have to leave the contract normally, which reading through it, it says there's a one-time payout of 100 gold to get rid of the contract. After that, then the contract would be completely broken. If you try and break it through other means, it says they would send enforcers to enforce the contract. And give me a bardic lore check.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Due to your knowledge that you've gained on your travels and your knowledge as a chef, you come to the conclusion that there's a good chance that this contract is written by the Fae. And that gives you both confidence that if you were to die, they would pay out. But it also gives you confidence that they are more than able to carry out any sort of enforcement of the policy that they need. And that is your contract for life insurance.
May I go find Weatherwax this evening? Go knock on our captain's quarters.
I'd say it's the evening after meal that you've sat down to read this, so you walk over to the captain's quarters and give it a knock. Weatherwax.
Yeah. What? One sec. I think when you open the door, it's like a little bit manic with papers everywhere. Not dirty, just very disorganized. At least to most other people's view. Hi. What can I do you for?
I kind of look around for a second. Oh, it's so good that we don't cook food here. Anyways, I don't know why my accent changed all of a sudden. So you remember Jake from way back when we were hiking?
Jake from the farm upstate.
Yeah, with the scroll?
Okay. Yeah, so I just finished reading through it, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. It's given very Fae vibes, and I wanted to, and I'll hand it to you. And as you're kind of like looking it over, I just want to say, so what's interesting is it doesn't seem like a bad deal. It's 5 gold per month, and then upon death, you get 50k to, I guess, your next of kin or friend,
whoever you write at the
whoever.
bottom of the policy.
Yeah, whoever the benefactor is. I did the math. I'm not a very smart gnome, but I did the math. It comes out to about 800, and it would take about 833 years to break even on it. So it seems like a good deal for the signer. if that makes sense. Like I would have to get 50 to equal 50k would be 833 years.
Yeah.
And I don't live that long.
Depends.
but
Some
the
gnomes
fate-
can.
The Fey energy worried me. And I wondered if you might, with a little bit of your Fey ancestry, I wonder if you might be able to
A little bit?
gleam a Lean
She
into
says,
that.
gesturing to her knees.
Well, yeah.
They will go
Like
over
my
background.
immediate thought
It's fine.
is that, oh, if I find this, I'm gonna live forever and I constantly have to pay 5 gold every day.
I am gonna read over the contract and specifically look for any of those cheeky technicalities that I do.
Give me a
No, the
knowledge
Feywild.
society with a +2,
Yes, they
as this is the society you've come from.
Circumstantial.
Are there any exclusions? Are there any exclusions from the type of death?
Woo, baby. So reading through it, you do for sure get Fey vibes. They cover all of their bases. That any sort of payout is immediately given, and it will be given without debt to the giver, and it goes into a whole bunch of ridiculous detail. The one thing you do notice, though, is they fully reserve the right to reclaim the gold in the event that the party that has died is brought back to life by any means.
I mean, this is some really remarkable craftsmanship. I do have to applaud the writer. Yeah, the one kicker is if you get resurrected in any way, shape, or form, the money gets returned back to from whence it came.
Oh,
Whoever you sign doesn't get to keep it.
it's a really good thing I didn't sign this a while back.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. You just wouldn't have the money anymore. I don't think there's really anything else that I'm seeing here that's of concern. But yeah, that's the one thing. So it's not really free money in our case.
Weatherwax, give me an arcane check.
Oakley dokily. Ah!
Can I use one of my inspirations for her to reroll?
Oh, one of your hero points?
Yeah, sorry, hero
Yes.
points for her to reroll. Yeah.
Weatherwax. You look it over and find nothing out of the ordinary. Hey, Wheaton Sun, thanks so much for the follow.
Hate that. I hate
What?
that. Because you
I'll
made
have
me
to-
do a roll and then there was nothing.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess I'll just have to. So it seems fair, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't see any particular benefit to signing it. I mean, you're gonna be dead, or you're not gonna be dead, and then nothing's happened, and you're just paying 5 gold every month for the rest of time. But
All right.
there's also
Well.
a tiny chance that maybe this is a route to live forever. But
All right. Well, I guess I'll sleep on it. And I'll take the scroll back and go back to my quarters and go back, ponder signing it.
Steven, thanks so much for the
Definitely not
11 month
signing it
prime,
now.
buddy.
Don't have that much gold to my name, but it's in the back of the mind. And that's it. Like I won't sign anything just yet. I'll just kind of hold on to it.
Very well. Sure. What item are you attempting to craft?
Just some tripwires, some snares type thing.
Okay, go ahead and give me a crafting check, which I believe it's just crafting. Yep. Let me double check, but I think that's a success. Sorry, let me pull the shtick back up here. 2E crafting check. Believe it's a DC 15. You are trained. Let's see. Gotta look one more thing up here. 2E. Tanglefoot. Bomb. That'll work. Okay. So, with that. Wait, no. Okay, yeah. With that, crafting check, you spend. That was a 17. So you spend
16.
2 gold. And you create a lesser glue bomb.
So, since we're going to be utilizing our smuggler's hold, it's just something I want to have to kind of set up with our first mate so that we have some type of notification if anybody besides us tries to gain access to it.
Okay. You set up a glue bomb in there. Interesting. And you let Salivar know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I show him where it's at, how to armor disarm, but it's not really for him. It's more for now we're on a ship of 20-something people we don't really know with a first mate that we just paid. So
He looks you up and down and says, very good work there, my scaly friend.
hey, go. And it's one of them, just the clicks I kind of do when I get a biscuit from our friend Franklin.
Your happy clicks.
Yeah.
Very well. And last but not least, Onas. Onas, having focused on the fact that we are coming up to potentially an interesting part in your life, you've not really had much direction on your father or the powers that your father has imparted to you. You're moving. This space switch presents an opportunity and you don't want to let it go. So you spend the month focusing and training and sparring with other people on the ship and learning little bits of hand to hand from this person, or, wrestling with this guy. This guy's really good at throwing knives, so you practice with him. First, give me a society check. Perfect. You fit into the crew like they're your family. You don't rub anyone the wrong way. Everybody is really friendly to you. You make good friends with everyone there, and thus everyone's willing to show you these things. You hang around with them. You play dice. You've become part of the crew. And with that, go ahead and give me a fortitude check. Nice. All right. That's not a great success. Okay. You are practicing all these different skills and learning these different things. And as you are doing this, one day you are on the main deck. It's pretty dead. Crystal's been charged. Sails have already been set to where they need to for the day. So you're kind of milling about, trying to figure out something to do. And Harold walks on the deck. And you see that Harold kind of goes off to his own little corner, and he's staring out at the wonderful colors around him, and he starts to do different stretches. And so you walk over, and Harold greets you by waving, and you question him on what he's doing. And without being able to respond, he continues to do his stretches, but he locks eyes with you. And so you begin to kind of follow his motions. After about 10 or 15 minutes, it's more intense than you expected. And you're starting to actually build up a sweat. And after about another 10 or 15 minutes, your breath is becoming very labored. It's becoming very difficult to continue following Harold's stretches. By the end of the whole hour, you are laying on the ground in a puddle of sweat, watching Harold twist and bend in different directions you didn't even think physically possible, especially not for someone made out of chitinous stone.
Because I called him a pet.
What?
Is it because I called him a pet?
No.
Did he hear me?
No.
Is he being mean?
No, not at all.
No, I'm messing with him.
As he finishes, he helps you up off the ground, and for the next couple of days, you are incredibly sore. But as the soreness begins to wear away, you feel strength, not just a physical strength, but an inner strength from the stretches that you did with Harold. For the next adventure, one will call it, you have +1 to your reflex save and +1 to hit.
Hey. They did me right. They trained me up real good.
All right, and I think that is the crew, if I'm not missing anyone.
Aye, aye.
Very well. You are all going about your daily business, whatever that may be, scribing scrolls, working out, when suddenly you feel a lurch. The ship jumps forward and then stops, knocking you back. Anybody on the deck notices that most of the crew members have stayed on their feet. Actually, everybody give me a reflex save. Let's see if you got your sea legs. Max doesn't.
That was
Chirp
bad.
does. Onos does.
The 32.
I rolled a 3. Brutal.
I gotta have some.
I'm trying to find it.
Hey,
It should be on the
Here
left-hand
it is.
side.
Yeah, sorry. Here, I found it.
It's all good. 23. All right. So, for whatever reason, you're all milling about the deck when you feel this energy start to surge around you. Franklin, Chirp, Onos, you all kind of, Franklin and Chirp, you kind of brace yourself, and as the colors instantly disappear around you and you're surrounded by darkness again, the ship lurches. You notice a couple of crew members are kind of knocked a little sideways. Most are standing pretty strong. Onos specifically is as though he doesn't even break stride. He's walking across the ship as it like lurches underneath him, and he does like a half skip and lands with no problem, just continues his stride as he's walking across the deck. And then even a few of the more veteran sailors kind of give him a nod like, damn, all right. Weatherwax is thrown against the door to her cabin, and then as it lurches again, is thrown halfway across the deck and slams into the mast.
I think once I hit the door, I'm gonna dimensional assault and teleport and just smack whoever
You're gonna
I
use one of
can
your
see
spells
in
for the day?
range.
All right, very well.
It's a focus point. I get it back.
Oh, that's fair. Weatherwax
Like,
slamming into the
attack a
door
creature.
quickly recovers as she's hurtling towards the mast. She teleports out the other side, in front of a very confused crew member. Oh, sorry, Captain. Didn't see you there.
I wasn't, so that's fair and fine. You're fine.
Okay. He just kind of looks at you sideways and walks away. Saddlebar walks up to you, Weatherwax. Gives you a bow. We have arrived in the Cinderbar system. Would you like me to plot a course to our drop-off?
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Very well. Then he starts barking out orders left and right. People start moving sails, and the ship turns. Within a couple of hours, you are floating over a planet. The planet itself is a dark green. It doesn't seem to have any real delineation between land and sea. The land seems green, and as does the sea. If you watch it long enough, you can kind of see it different in hues. Salavar orders the two orcs to go down and pull out the cargo, and he tosses it over the edge towards the planet. It drops fairly quickly as it is in the gravitational field of the crystal attached to the ship. But as it leaves, it begins to slowly float down towards the planet. He then begins to bark other orders, and the ship takes off again. Within a couple more hours, shortly before dinner time, you begin to approach an asteroid floating in the middle of space. Oh no, sorry, not an asteroid. A smaller planet. This planet, probably about roughly half the size of Earth. It is a mostly gray sphere with little dots of blue and green splattered about. Salavar comes up, giving his typical courtly bow. We have arrived.
Lovely. What's Onas up to right now?
I'm assuming he's standing on the deck. Unless Onas says otherwise.
Yeah, I'd probably be up there. Yeah.
So dinner first, or
I
cool.
could
That
eat.
was my preferred. Yep. Dinner first.
I could always eat.
All right. You all sit down together, have a short meal before you head down to the planet proper.
Franklin, what'd you make?
What'd you make?
I made
Ants on a log.
I grounded up some cornmeal, rolled it up into like little thin corn tortillas essentially, and put some meat in there and served it as like little taquitos with maybe a side of salsa. Caught me off guard.
That's all right. You guys have taquitos.
I
Franklin,
like taquitos.
give me a performance check.
Easy.
As always, Franklin delivers on a delicious meal. You all head back out onto the deck, surrounded by the vastness of space, staring down at this grayish marble beneath you. Salavar walks up beside you. Would you like me to guide the ship in, or would you like to do it yourself?
I'm happy to do it.
Very well.
Already done plenty today. Thank you. Piloting.
All right, everyone, hold on to your butts.
I'm holding on real tight.
Consistently been great at this, and now this is probably a setup for me to get a nat 1. But let's find out. That's
Hey.
fine.
That is fine.
Cool.
Weatherwax, you go and grab the handles, and you all see as a golden sheen covers her eyes as she begins to pour her energy in, and the ship begins to accelerate down towards the planet. As you move through the atmosphere, the crimson hues of fire surround the ship, kind of drawing the outline of the sphere that the crystal puts around the ship. As you move deeper into the atmosphere itself, you get slight flashes of green and blue. Weatherwax, give me a arcane check. Actually, no, give me a will save.
Okay. Ooh.
Weatherwax, as you begin to approach the surface of the planet, or at least get through the upper atmosphere, your mind is assaulted. Something is trying to get in. Something is trying to implant the idea to leave. You are, however, already channeling your power, and you're easily able to push it aside. You notice that a few of the crew members kind of fall to their knees, some grabbing their heads. You notice Salivar kind of wince for a second, and then like rub his left arm and kind of shake his head. As you break through the upper atmosphere into the actual atmosphere of the planet, the feeling goes away. Oh, what's up?
So, I'd like, I'm asking, you're going to go up to like, what's his name again? I keep forgetting how to pronounce the
I can't tell you anymore. Now you
One
gotta
more
have the
time,
awkward
one more time.
conversation.
I'll write it
with
down.
him.
I'll write it down.
Nope.
I'll write it down.
Nope. Now you gotta have the awkward conversation
So
with
many
him.
chances.
Okay, so I'm just gonna walk up to him and ask if he knows what that, like, do you know what that was? Or,
Well, if I had to
that-
guess, I would assume that the witch has put some spells around to prevent people from bothering her.
Well, you've been here before. Did that happen last time?
Something similar.
Okay. Just want to get an idea of friend or foe.
She's definitely not our friend. That's for sure.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
As the ship begins getting closer, you notice that the entirety of this planet seems to be large swaths of swampland, kind of broken up by large bodies of water. So there are pockets of lakes and ponds that are fairly large, but overall it's mostly swamp. So think Everglades, but the whole planet. Salivar begins barking orders, and you begin turning different places. You're still able to use the power of the crystal to move fairly quickly. Within another about 15 minutes, you're floating over a particularly dense section of swamp. And Salivar begins to lower the ship. You're floating about 30 feet above the tops of the trees. And Salivar walks over. The swamp witch is somewhere around here. Fortunately, I don't remember exactly where.
Lovely.
I mean, could you pick one place from another on this planet? I'm glad I got us this close.
I don't know. I haven't been here before. We'll find out if I ever return.
What a interesting perspective.
Thank you. I try my best.
Yeah, Weatherwax, you're like a wizard, right?
Yeah, like a wizard.
Can you pinpoint magic?
I can sense it.
Can you use your nose, find the lavenders and berries, and help us find it?
Not all magic smells like that, but sure, I can give it a go. I imagine a lot of this planet probably smells vaguely of the witch if we just had to pass through one of her spells to get here, but I can try my best.
Thanks.
What's the range on detect magic?
It's only 120 feet, so like it's gonna be a lot of like wandering around.
Say,
Or wait, no, that's the spell magic. I have it in the other section of my spells. Detect magic is only 30 feet. I have a 30-foot emanation. So, I assume
Well,
we'll
that
see
might
the
not work
witch's
very well.
house. But, I mean, if she's hidden, I guess.
You don't. Salivar does give you, before he lowers the ropes. I do believe it's north from here.
That is helpful.
He gives you a
Very.
thumbs up.
Thank you. Well,
North we go.
All right. You all easily climb down the ropes, and you are now standing in shin-high fetid waters.
oh shit.
It smells deeply of swamp around here, which is to say, not great.
Yeah, it stinks here.
And you begin to move north through the swamp.
I'm gonna like pull up my like rag that's around my like neck and put it over my nose.
Right
Fair
before
enough.
we get off the ship, I am gonna cast Mystic Armor on myself.
Okay.
It just gives me a +1 to my AC.
For how long?
Until my next daily preparations.
Okay.
And it's not concentration or anything.
Nice. Very well.
It's good spell. Good spell for me.
You begin to make your way through the swamp, moving north. Would somebody... Actually, I'll do it. Ooh.
That's the spooky number. Oh, whoops. That got cast. It's now checked off my list.
Yes. Channeling elements chirp.
Click the wrong button.
Very well. As you guys begin to move through this unfamiliar swamp, a few things become apparent.
Ignore that.
Firstly, the mud at the bottom of the swamp grabs at your feet, and it is annoying to move through. Moving large distances on the ground here is gonna suck. Second, there seems to be any number of swarms of insects that seem to come out of nowhere at a moment's notice to bite and sting at you before quickly flying away. And third, it's quiet. Incredibly quiet. The only sound you typically hear is the swarm of bugs right before it's on top of you, and then as soon as they're gone, it goes back to being weirdly quiet.
I'd like to like look around for the trace of like any type of human or
Give me a perceptione.
that's performance. Why can't I find it? There it is.
Left hand side. Onos, you do not see any sort of signs of human habitation
Okay.
as you all continue to move north. After a few minutes of, after about an hour of moving north, you're all becoming quite tired. And dragging your feet through this mud is getting exhausting. You hear another telltale sign of swarms of bugs coming in, and you brace yourself for their attack. And as they begin to swarm in and attack you, you notice that they're not relenting. And it's continuing to happen again and again, and you're getting bit and stung. Please roll initiative.
Why can't I press the button?
What button? Oh,
Yeah, mine's blacked out. too.
crap. Yeah, give me a second.
Oh yeah.
I have to make a new encounter. There you go. Can you
I
all
don't
see
have
that?
token in this scene.
Oh,
Yes.
crap. We're just going to do it. We're just going to go back. I didn't make a thing for this one because we didn't need it. There you go.
Okay, this is the swamp, people.
I didn't make one for this yet, as this first encounter
Throwback.
doesn't require. As I look something up here.
Ooh!
Hey.
I fully forgot to do but I got the highest possible number I could get, so.
Let me
I have
go ahead.
incredible initiative. Shout out to my feet.
All
that I'm probably
right.
getting
Mm,
I can't wait to stab bugs? Question mark.
there we go. All right. So, it is a swarm of biting and stinging insects. It is a swarm, mind you. So, starting at the top, Weatherwax. Oh, wait, I gotta click the start button, don't I? Begin encounter, Weatherwax.
Woo.
It is your turn.
Does it just seem like it's one swarm?
It is one swarm. It is a
Okay.
single swarm.
Cool.
Okay,
I'm
so it's like a single entity.
gonna.
Yes.
I'm gonna faint. Where's
Oh,
deception?
dearie me. The
Can I-
vapors.
Can I? Yeah. Wait. I think that requires an intelligence of an amount. I don't think I can faint bugs. So I
Oh,
won't do that.
am I going this way? Am I going this way? They don't care.
So in that case, I'm gonna spell strike and stab at them, and if I hit, hydraulic push them. Where's the thingy I click to attack stuff? Spell casting?
Your weapon is
Proficiency?
piercing, correct?
Yes. My rapier is piercing.
Just curious. No reason.
The
Gonna
spell
stab
that
the
gets
swarm of bugs.
applied to it is not piercing. How the fuck do I roll an attack?
What do you mean?
I thought
It
there was a
hasn't
button
been
for
that
this
long since we've attacked something, has it?
slash roll.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
20 plus. What's my attack modifier? Where the fuck does that go? Who am I?
Weatherwax, you can just click the actions button on your thing and the rapier button. Well, first off, you have to draw your
wait,
rapier.
I found it.
That is an action. I assume you were not trudging through the swamp with your rapier out.
This is fair. I guess I was not. I draw the rapier and then I will spell strike the bugs.
All right, Weatherwax is drawn.
Does that hit the bugs?
That does indeed hit the bugs. So go ahead
Is
and
it a crit?
say what?
Is it a crit
Oh no.
somehow? No.
Oh, no.
Okay. That's my rapier damage that I assume gets halved, which is
Uh,
nothing.
So you start to
And
stab
then-
wildly at the swarm.
There's also magic damage happening.
What does your rapier do -1 damage? Is it not a finesse weapon?
I have a negative strength. You still do strength for the damage on weapons,
Oh.
even if it's finesse.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. Success. Alright. It's 3d6. That's not a slash roll. I am dumb. Slash roll. 3d6. Take 13 damage. That is, bludgeoning, pressurized water, and they get knocked back 5 feet.
Okay, so that was 13. Okay. So just to be okay. All right. So you begin to stab wildly at this swarm of attacking insects. You bring forth a billow of water from your blade to knock a few of them into the water. And as they fall into the water, you notice that some of the smaller fish that have been swimming around your feet instantly eat them up. So a few of them go down.
Cool. That is my turn.
And just so you know, you are all in this cloud of wasps, or well, insects. for sake of argument, you can't move out of the cloud. I mean, it can easily move between you people, and it doesn't have attacks of opportunity. So, next, Franklin.
Ah, yes. I'm going to cast Scorching Blast
Okay.
to try to burn these.
Can you click
things
that ability
away.
so I can see it?
Yes.
Thank you. That is fire. And
I'm not entirely sure how combat
A target.
100% works.
okay, so this is a ranged spell attack roll. So on your character sheet, just to remind you, you would click under the actions. Do you have the ranged spell attack roll on here? Let me double check.
So
like
I
you
can
might
hit
be-
attack for Scorching Blast.
Yes, so that's what we want. So that's a 27. That indeed hits the swarm.
And then I can do damage, right?
Yes. So that is 6 fire damage. You blast the swarm, causing a few of the bugs to crumple and fall into the water where they are eaten by fish. That's math. I think I got that right.
And then
all right.
with my, so I get 3 actions, right?
Yes, but casting a spell is typically 2. Scorching Blast looks like it is. It usually tells us.
It has one of the little
The
blips
pips?
on it.
Then, yep, that is a single action to do so.
I will.
But your second attack is at the -5, just so you know.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna do what I can to kind of cover my clothes over my face as best as I can.
Does
Okay.
that passive Healy thing cost anything?
Oh,
I don't remember how that ability works.
I don't either. I can't even find it at the moment.
I just feel like the bugs aren't going to make us ouchy.
Hymn of Healing. There we go. Nope, that's not it. I don't. Where did that go?
Hymn of Healing should be on your sheet.
Is it
Not-
Hymn of Healing?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Analyze, sustain 4 rounds.
Yeah,
faster
him.
than 2. Yeah.
Hymn of Healing. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This has 2 blips, so I'll use those to heal whoever's the most hurt.
I don't think anyone's taken damage yet.
Oh, no one's taking. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
The
All right.
swarm hasn't taken their turn.
I end my turn.
Okay. You still have 2 actions left. Just I'm double checking. It looks like could drop prone into the water.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Sounds good. So you're gonna end your turn. That's all fine and dandy. I believe that makes it Chibbity-boo, the wasp's turn.
Woo.
Oops, hit the wrong key. Too many bootins. All right. The swarm begins to sting. All of you simultaneously. So, first off, since it is a swarm, I believe since it is in your space, actually, don't remember if they even have to roll.
But it doesn't matter, right? Because like I have venom of my own, so it's not like
I
there's.
have to stand in creature spaces to hit them, and I do still always have to roll. Because I am
Let me double check
tiny.
swarm rolls.
That's how that works, right? Right, goat.
No, for sure not.
Yeah. But at least I should be.
A swarm typically.
I'll be immune to if I find any other people like me. Their venom won't suck.
Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with the swarm rules for 2E, so I'm just double checking because in original Pathfinder they do not have to attack once they're in your swarming bite. Each enemy in the swarm space takes a D8 damage, DC 20 reflex save.
So reflex saves from us?
Swarm stings. There it is. Yes. Everybody give me reflex saves. 24.
I'm happy with that.
18. 26. 13. All
14.
right. 14. You are right. Franklin and Onas.
Yeah.
Do. You both take 13 damage. And now you give me fortitude saves.
Fortitude.
Heck, I'm glad I saved.
Well, Ooh. Onas, your own poison. You are familiar with how poisons work.
It did work.
Does help counteract it. Franklin, you immediately begin to profusely sweat as you begin to feel nauseous. Just make sure here. Oops. Yeah, you don't look at that.
Look at the man behind the screen.
So for this turn, you take nothing, but next round, you're gonna have a bad time. And that's the wasp's turn. Sure.
You said it's all around us.
Yes, you guys are covered in a swarm of stinging and biting insects.
Do this guy first. Level 3.
Click the spell so I can see it in chat. Extract element. All right, you extract elemental matter from a creature's body to weaken it and take the power for your own. Target a creature within 30 feet that has a trait matching one of your kinetic elements. These are not elementals, unfortunately. They are bugs.
Alright, cool, then I'm gonna just do this.
Fire! A blade of shearing wind that races away from you in a 60-foot line. In this case,
And I just want to stop it outside of us, and it'll just hover there. And then I can recall it back, and as long as it's sitting on the swarm, then when I recall it back, they take the damage again.
okay, and this is slashing damage. Okay.
And since we're level 3, it'd be 4d4.
44. Okay, well, give me one moment. First off here, they get their reflex save of 20 versus your DC. What is that?
My class DC is 19.
Okay, so they save. So they take half. Save. Any creature. It's a save. Yeah, save on half. So 9. 9
I
halved
need to
is
do
5.
one more.
What's up?
I forgot to add the other d4.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll another d4.
Why is my brain not working?
Slash roll 1d4. Slash roll. There you are. 13 and a half. That is 7. All right. So yep, your wind gusts through, knocking some of the wasps into the water, where they are promptly eaten by fish. All right, you have one action remaining. Anything you can do with that?
Yerp.
Elemental Blast. It's an impulse attack roll. It is a 28. That is indeed a hit. And what kind of blast is this? Fire?
Fire.
Can you... Elemental Blast. Can you link the spell? So I can see what kind... Impulse Primal. 60 feet. Does not... Okay. Cool. So that was 4 fire damage. All right. You blast a few more out of the air with fire. Onos, it's your turn.
This is a struggle. I don't know how good I am at hitting bugs with cards, so I don't think I'm gonna try that one.
Okay.
Can I use a cone attack? I
You
don't
can't.
know where.
For the sake of this for combat, don't worry about hitting your teammates. You can
Okay.
essentially point it up into the sky and kill a bunch.
Well, then naturally, I don't know how to use spells. I've never done it.
Okay. Let me open your character page here real quick.
Not on the actions thing. It's on the
So this
spellcasting
is
tab.
the cone, right?
Yeah.
So under actions, if you click browse and then spells, and then I believe they renamed the spell. Instead of burning hands, now I think it's like fire burst or something. Sorry, let me find it. They had to rename it for legal reasons. And of course, I'm 80 years old and only know the old one. I believe it is... It should be a spell, not a cantrip.
I already have this spell in my thing.
Oh, do you? Where's
It's
that
just
at?
not in the actions tab. It's on the spellcasting tab.
Then you should just be able to click it. And then click cast.
Sure. Button. Oh.
Okay. So they get a reflex save, which is a DC 17 base reflex. So they're going to roll their reflex and try and get out of the way. They save, so they take half. This is an area attack. Okay. Next, you roll your damage, so you can just click the damage button there. 6. Okay. Boost. That would take us down to that number. I don't know if you guys can see the health.
Why did it say I took 3 damage? Ain't that some shit?
You didn't take any damage.
Hope not.
And did you click the -3 damage button or something?
No, I just clicked half.
Oh, half of 3 is 6. Oh, you clicked the button to take the damage.
Oh.
There you go. I undid it for you because you're a dingus.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. All right, cool. You notice. So, Onos pulls out a coin, flips it in the air, catches it, holds it up, and you see the visage of a dragon appear as it blows a gout of fire from the coin. Actually, that's a good question. How would you like your spell magic to work? Do you want it to change your character to cast the spell?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes. But
So then,
it's a ring.
oh, this one's the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was one of your coins.
That would have been cool, but it's a ring.
Okay. In that case, then you just hold up the ring. You hold your hand out, closed fist, gout of flames comes out. You notice that this hits a great number of the bugs, and many of them fall dead and crispy into the water for the waiting fish. You guys do notice that the fish around your feet are getting very agitated as these bugs fall in and they eat them.
Okay.
And
I have
that,
one more action because I was.
I was gonna say, is that a double action? Yep, that's a double action. She got one left.
I'll just use a healing potion for my last action.
Very well.
Since I. Okay.
Yield 5-point arenas.
Cool.
Awesome. We are back to the top. Weatherwax.
Does it seem like the amount of bugs is legitimately decreasing in a noticeable way, or is it just kind of like
about half of the bugs are now dead? It is a thinner swarm than it was.
Okay, and as far as the fishy vibes go, do they seem agitated in a concerning sense?
I mean, they're moving around your feet and bouncing against you, and there's a lot of them, a lot more than were around you earlier.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to attack, but it's not my rapier, but it's the rapier to hit. Oh no, that's bad. Does that hit the bugs?
That does not, in fact. You slash at the air, managing to hit very few of them, or not enough to matter.
All
I have
right.
a question.
What's up?
It's a little late, but does that +1 to hit work a magic too?
Yes.
So then it would be 8.
8 to what?
That 6 that I rolled earlier, that was actually 3. It would actually be 5.
No.
Plus
+1 to hit,
right?
not damage.
What does that mean? Oh,
To
okay.
land the attack, not to deal the damage.
Okay, I learned. Continue.
Can we try again? Or do we just recharge Spell Strike the regular boring way? I am going to... This feels bad. How many... Sorry, I'm checking how many
No, take your time.
turn points I need to recharge Spell Strike. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot I can Arcane Cascade.
That sounds dangerous.
It's not that big a thing, but I don't need to hit for it to work. I just need to cast a spell.
Which you have
make a
not yet
spell
done.
strike. So the missed attack was this thing. Nope, that doesn't make it go in the chat. Fourth thing, which is a focus spell. It is force damage.
I see.
How the fuck do I like Arcane Cascade? Where are my features? Effects? Biography?
Is that a spell?
It's a focus spell?
Okay.
It's in my spell casting section.
Okay. Works for me.
I don't know how to better get this to show up, so I'm just gonna open up the Arcane Cascade tab. And send
Sounds
it to
good.
you. Oop. But in essence, I do an extra force damage with my melee attacks.
Okay.
And
But you
I
miss.
actually, yeah, but this remains in effect.
Okay.
I do have weapon specialization, so it's 2 damage. And any strike that hits with this gets the arcane trait, and it is magical.
Okay. So it wasn't a separate cast to cast Force Fang?
No, Force Fang is a cast, and then I'm using another point to Arcane Cascade. So like I have to cast a spell within the
So
turn.
you attacked,
to be able to
you then
cascade.
Force Fanged, and now you're Arcane Cascading.
No. The +9 I rolled was the Force Fang. But if I click roll on the Force Fang, it rolls with my spellcasting modifier.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm not.
Fair
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
So I Force Fanged, I Arcane Cascaded, and now I'm gonna just use my full 25.
And what does Arcane Cascade do? You still haven't. Can you click it and link it so I can see it?
I don't know where it is in my spellbook. I linked it to you in Discord.
Oh, Schnikes.
I
The hand.
have no idea where it lives in here.
It's an
An action. Maybe I can find
your
it.
melee strikes deal an extra damage. This damage increases to 2 if you have weapon specialization and 3 if you're greater. Any strike that benefits from this damage gains the arcane trait and makes it magical. Okay, cool.
Neat.
Next.
Yeah, and I'm gonna move 25 feet just like away from the group because I want to spread out the fish vibes. I don't want to stand in the horde of fish if possible.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
So Weatherwax kind of positions herself away from the group some. It doesn't have any perceivable effect on the amount of fish around.
Okay.
And you're also
shit! I found arcane. Cascade.
so being swarmed.
Cool.
All right, next.
I'm done.
That will be Franklin Fumbletoad.
Yes, I would. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna start flailing my frying pan around.
Bong, bong. You are catching one every now and again, but not enough for it to matter.
Ugh. Can I do it again?
Sure. That's at the map. So it should be -5. There should be a multi-attack.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And would you like to do your third?
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah. It's worth a shot. Franklin is just
flailing around my firing pan.
absolutely just. You keep hearing like a bong every now and again as he catches one, but it not enough for it to matter. You guys are still being heavily swarmed. It is the swarm's turn. Everybody give me reflex saves. Oh wait, actually
wasn't I supposed to
first.
do something. Yeah.
Yep, Franklin, you take 8 points of poison damage.
Ugh.
And give me another fort save. Franklin, you did not save.
Oh, thing would be sick.
All right,
That's-
Weatherwax,
that's
that was your reflex. Okay.
Oh, do I need to make a reflex? save?
Everybody needs to make a reflex. You are all surrounded by wasps. Well,
Woo.
fighting stinging insects. Wasps is just the only one I could find.
Buggies.
Chirp,
16.
Franklin, Weatherwax. Franklin, did you
Nice.
succeed? You did not. And Chirpay does. So, everybody except Chirp, you take 6
Wait,
points of damage.
Oh, now we do the fort save. I see.
And now you all do a fort save. Except Franklin, who is already poisoned.
I was gonna say, do I have to do it again?
Weatherwax, you are fine. Oh no, so you are poisoned. And Chirp's fine.
Are we all in like a circle, like close enough to each other?
I mean, Weatherwax moved 25 feet away.
Yep, Bruce.
Okay.
Okay. So that's their turn. Next,
I might
Chirp.
be allergic to these things.
I'm gonna use one of my. What is it? You said they're pretty much still surrounding us.
They are. You
Then
can
I'm
tell
just
that
gonna
the
do
swarm
the-
has thinned out by about half.
All right, I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna do the scorching column as a Actually, I think it's a 3, so I don't want to do that. Actually, screw it.
HP do you guys have? Oh, you guys are fine. I thought you guys were taking more damage than that.
I want to put this near us, but not on us,
Okay.
where we can like
Like I said,
it is a column.
since I don't have anything set up for this one, you essentially can place it wherever, and you'll hit the swarm.
So I kind of want to just have it. It'll be that column, and then it goes 30 feet up, but it's like a cylinder, 10 feet in diameter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is okay. Flames.
So this one ends up being a 2d6. They still have to make the reflex save, which is a DC 19 again.
Okay.
And then
So-
as long as they're in the aura, they take 3 damage a round.
Okay. So they saved. These insects are very fast. So go ahead and roll your damage.
You rolled his Onas again.
Oh, did I? Oops.
Yeah.
I gotta select the swarm. Give me a second here.
Maybe that's why Onas took damage.
Oh, that's probably true.
And then it's just a +3 I have to add for the aura.
Okay. So they take 10 fire.
Well,
If I'm not missing
so the
anything.
7 would be halved. So this damage would be halved to like 3.5 or whatever. But essentially, as long as they're in the column area, they're taking 3 hazardous terrain damage.
Okay. So first off, they will take the 7 damage.
But you said they made their save, so that gets halved, right?
Yeah. Just to confirm, this doesn't look. It doesn't say area damage on here on your scorching column. Does somebody? Could somebody check me on that?
Anytime somebody takes damage, anytime they're in one of the squares, so it's a cylinder that's 10 feet around.
Right, right.
30 feet.
Specifically, certain spells are marked as area damage. So I have to double check that. You're doing the scorching column. Level 1 activity. Primal
doesn't have the
overflow kinetic
tag.
fire. Yeah, it doesn't have the tag. Okay, cool.
But-
That's not relevant in any way. Don't worry about that. Okay, so they take half of 7, which is 4. We always round up here. And then when they start their turn, they take 3, you said?
Yeah, anytime they move through it, they take 3 fire damage for hazardous terrain.
Okay. So next. That was your turn. Onas. Wait a minute. No. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. So
Hey, look at this guy coming prepared.
yeah.
Onas drinks an antidote, curing him of his poison.
Yeah. And then I'm
That's
gonna
an action.
Yeah. And then just cause it'd be funny, I'm gonna try to hit a bug with a fucking card. See how many I can knock out with one card. Do I use the second option or do I still use the first strike?
It's still the first strike. This is the first attack you've made this turn.
Okay.
The cards are slashing, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Considering we just used
They're finesse and they're
dagger
magical.
template. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Magical and slashing. Okay.
So it's a 17
That's
stat
miss.
plus 2 to hit. I'll try again.
Yep, and that'll be with the map. So the first map,
Yeah.
the +6.
Hey,
Does it hit?
24. And then
Okay. Versatile. It can be either piercing or slashing. Okay. Which would you like?
I think slashing would be much more effective in a large group.
Right. So that is 9. They take hand. All right. As you see Onos pull out a deck of cards as you're all flailing around, and he takes one and just casually flicks one into the middle of the horde, you notice that as the card leaves his hand, it gains this blue aura around it, and as it shoots through the group of bugs, it just slices a bunch of them in half, and they fall to the ground. And as this group of bugs hits the ground, the fish are stirred into a feeding frenzy as they begin to just chomp at everything in their way, including you guys. Me chip ahead.
Fucked up.
Okay, I have to do that before I can roll for him. And
This is
they begin to
Scary.
nip at your ankles and shins. Okay. Back up to the top, Weatherwax. You are now being stung and bit by bugs, and then fish are beginning to gnaw on your ankles.
I'm bad at AoE, and I hate this.
That's a shame.
I'm just positing that, and that's how I feel right now. Are any of you guys wearing metal?
I have a cast iron skillet in my hand.
I legitimately don't think anyone here is wearing metal armor, are they?
no.
No, I have like padded.
I think everyone's
armor.
wearing leather or something equivalent.
Yeah.
I ask because I have this. It is a single target attack, but water.
Does it spread water? It doesn't say anything about that.
It doesn't say that. I just wanted to.
It's electricity. Come on.
It's magical electricity.
It's
That's
still
fair.
electricity.
Okay. You're gonna shocking grasp something?
I feel like that's the most effective thingy I got. On the fishes.
If you use it on the fish, I will give you a circumstantial +1 to hit. If you use it on the
All right.
bugs, you do not get it.
Deal. I'll take circumstantial +1. That's 17
Ah,
on the fish.
that's a hit.
Yay! Did it have to be exactly a 17?
I can't tell you.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that that's a yes. The damage is
2d12.
Oh no. That's the weapon damage, which is 3
Oh, you're
force.
casting it through your rapier and not actually casting it. Okay.
Always.
Okay, so that is
and then that
a...
is 18 damage. 15 of it is zappy. 3 of it is force.
So that's Hunaba. And then you said 15 plus
And then-
3 force?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all force damage now? It's no longer piercing?
Yeah. Exactly.
That is not relevant. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Are you sure it's not relevant?
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. You...
Yeah.
That shock manages to, a lot of the fish swim to the top. And, you can tell that the fish that are left aren't the happiest.
Fuck you guys. I'm done.
All right. Franklin!
Do I have to do something first?
Yes. So first, give me a fort save. Okay. You take 8 points of poison damage, and you gain clumsy 2.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I don't know what that is.
So your movements become clumsy and inexact. You take a -2 to dexterity-based checks, including AC, reflex saves, and ranged attack rolls.
Why'd I pause it? I think you can him of healing yourself.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're gonna do that for myself.
Okay.
I don't know how to actually cast it.
So in your spell book, you should be able to click on it and then click cast in the top right.
Yeah, it's not there like the other spells are.
Give me a second here. Spells. Hymn of Healing. Import. There you be. I'll put it up here for you. Oh, wait. Cannot add focus spell to casting entry. Okay. That's fine. Just go for it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast that on myself, and I'm gonna me and Harold, before we went on this, made some what do you call those things? Macaroons? Macaroons?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pop one of those and start healing myself.
Okay. So you gain 2 temporary hit points. And you will now heal for 2 hit points every round.
Got it.
So that is 2 actions. You have an action left.
Swinging with the frying pan.
Yeah? You don't want to inspire courage?
Nope.
What are you swinging at? The fish or the wasps?
I guess I should say flailing. I'm just kind of flailing in front of me. Oh,
What are
the
you
fish or the
flailing at?
wasp?
Mm-hmm.
Wasps.
Okay, that is a miss.
All right. And that is the end of my turn.
Very well. The wasps attack you all. Give me reflex saves.
A crit.
Hey.
Does that do something?
It does not,
Did
but
it freak him out? Did I faint the wasp?
actually, crit on a reflex save, I think you take no damage. Let me double check.
I already didn't take any damage.
That's... No. It should be half if
Okay.
you pass the reflex save.
Oh, you just said the people who failed were taking damage, so
Have I been dingusing it? Don't worry.
okay.
Saving throw. Give me one moment. That doesn't help much. For now, we are going to say, since you crit, you take none. And are you poisoned currently?
Nope.
All right, then never mind. You're just good.
Cool.
Chirp, Onos, and Franklin is fine. Onos, Chirp, you take 10 damage. And both you give me fort saves. Chirp's fucking good for it, man. Chirp, you are.
I'll use one of those hero points on that.
That's smart.
I don't want to.
That is a critical failure. Chirp, that is a critical save. Oh, wait, what's the DC? It's 23. That is not a critical save. Never mind. 23. Oh, no, so you're good. So you both save from the
Wait.
poison.
Oh. Wait. I use the antidote.
Yeah, so you're good.
But you can get re-poisoned.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Which
no,
is why
no.
you have to reroll.
The antidote doesn't get rid of the poison in the first place. It gives you a +2 to fortitude for poison.
Oh.
Well, then give me another
So you're
fort
still
save.
poisoned?
Yeah, give me another fort save then. That was your fort save to break the poison. Now this is your fort save to not. Oh, actually, I believe with poison you can't be repoisoned once you
Yeah.
are cured.
Oh, okay.
So for now, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Next, it is the swarming fish. Everybody give me reflex saves.
I bothered to up my AC and everything.
No.
Heartbreaking. That feels not good enough.
Your feelings might be correct. We're waiting on
But I-
Onas and Chirp.
I'ma just vibe.
What do
It's
you want?
fine.
Reflex.
Another one? Where's my turn?
There are 2 swarms between you and your turn, my dude. Onas, Chirp, you're good. Weatherwax, Franklin. The
Let's
fish begin to
hit.
tear at your ankles. You take 2d6 damage.
Ow.
And you both take you take 1d6 of bleed damage. So at the start of your next turn, you will begin to bleed. You both take a -2 to your reflex saves against the fish in the future.
I'm a fuck
Now, is
these
there
fish
any island, anything out where we're at? Something that's not just marsh or in the water?
No. Not in your current predicament.
up. How many levels
Alright,
do I have to get before I can
So-
fly?
Franklin,
Level 8. I get
you
permanent.
watch as your favorite chef collapses to the ground
Oh, blood in the
with a
water,
s-
you say?
with a swollen face and hands, frying pan laid to his side, unseasoned, unconscious.
Somebody better get over there and help that poor boy.
And I don't know how dying works in this.
So, at the start of your turn, you will roll to see whether or not you gain the dying condition. Once you get 3 levels of it, you die. So for now, you're okay. You just
And I'm-
dropped.
And I'm poisoned, so
One-
I assume that makes it worse somehow.
Yeah. It's,
Wait,
it's not
1,
gonna be
did you
great.
cast him on yourself, and 2, was it
did.
concentration?
Mhm. It was concentration.
Oh, damn.
Is it concentration?
Well,
I don't
regardless, the 2 bonus HP doesn't. It was over. The damage
No,
was
because
well.
yeah, but it brings
will
you
heal
back
you
up.
at the
You
start of
don't
your
have
turn.
to
You will stand back
save.
up. It is not concentration.
I don't
from
see
what
how
I can
it-
see.
How it,
Duration sustained up to 4 rounds.
I don't see how it.
It does
keep
have the
going after
concentrate
I'm
tag.
Where?
I'm looking
Am I
at
blind?
Oh, I
archive.
found it finally. Yeah.
Bard, composition, healing, necromancy, occult, vitality, base, heightened, component, range, target, casting time, duration. Where's the concentration?
The Archive of Our Own has the tagged as concentrate,
Okay,
but
cool.
I don't.
That makes sense. You collapse.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
All right. Sure. It's your turn.
As I fall down, a couple little snacks fall out of my pockets.
Right. The fish start going for those instead.
Alright. I don't know if you're gonna allow me.
No, they heal
shenanigans.
themselves.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. The wasp should have taken 3 damage at the start of their turn. Same with the piranha.
Yeah.
Since they're in your column of
everybody-
fire.
Yeah, as long as they're in the column. They
Yeah,
should be
let me
taking
get that
3.
updated. I will say both swarms look to be. Well, the piranha swarm looks to have thinned out about half, and the bug swarm is thinned out to about 1/3 of its power.
All right. Is there anywhere around here that looks like? How far out? Okay, so I guess I'm asking if you're gonna let me do shenanigans. So remember that boomerang I shot out? I
Yep.
want to recall that for one
Okay.
of my concentrations.
Okay.
Which should do the 40.
Just to make sure- You can't have 2 concentrations up. So
Which
you're
other one was a concentration?
the fire pillar.
I forgot to add the +1 for my Arcane Cascade on my last turn, so the fish took 1 more damage than I
Okay.
said.
Okay, well, I'll just throw. What the hell is it? What I really want to do is, if I can't have the other one up, or it's not a big deal. Is would I be able to grab onto Franklin with, like, say, athletics, and then use this to just pull him out of the thing, get
so-
him out of the piranha swarm?
No. The piranha swarm and the bug swarm are kind of all around you. You can't physically get far enough away that you're not getting bit.
I think the Franklin solution is
Healing.
force feed him a potion.
I will also say, since this is some of people's first campaign, nobody's done a knowledge check on either of the swarms yet. Cough, cough.
That's fair. I've just been assuming that my swarm knowledge applies, and I'm just really bad at it.
Your metagame
Well-
knowledge might be wrong. It's a different system.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm realizing right now. That's valid. They haven't really started hitting for less
Yeah.
as we've gotten fewer of them, which is kind of feels as though it is a clue.
So just
I
throwing
mean,
that out there.
I do have a nature check. So if I can't do shenanigans that way, then can I do a nature check?
You can indeed.
Garbage.
Would you like to hero point that?
Yeah, I'll hero point.
Hey, which one were you doing a knowledge check on?
The ones that are the piranhas, because he's laying in them right now.
All right. So these are piranha equivalents on whatever this planet is. They are meat-eating fish. With that roll, you know that their AC is 16. You know that their weakness is area and splash damage. You know that they are heavily resistant to bludgeoning and slashing damage, and minorly resistant to piercing damage.
What did you say they were? What did you say they were
What do you mean?
susceptible to?
Oh, area damage and splashing damage.
Splashing.
Yeah, like it does. You attack a target, and then the things around it take additional damage.
Explosive potions and stuff like that.
We don't have any of that yet.
All right. You do know that they do 2d6 piercing, DC 20 basic reflex save, and they do 1d6 of bleed damage if they bite you. And you get -2 damage to get away from them after they bite you because they smell your blood.
I see, I see.
I did have.
So now you have 2 actions left.
All right. What I want to do is have that aerial boomerang kind of whirl near him.
So are you maintaining concentration on the flame pillar or the boomerang?
No, I'm gonna let the flame pillar drop because of how much. Because he's almost dead, I'm gonna let the flame pillar drop.
Okay.
And then I kind of just want to have the boomerang hover by him, and then anything that enters,
Well,
ends
you
their
have to
turn in the
recast-
square, they have to save against it.
I guess not. Well, okay, so here's the problem. If you didn't
I'd
hold
have to
concentration...
do it was this.
Say what?
I was talking about just recasting it.
Okay, yeah, if you're gonna recast that, yeah.
Yeah, recast it, and then I'd roll the 4d4, and if anything ends their turn near it,
Okay,
then they would just take that damage.
okay, and this is slashing damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So they do their reflex save, and you're aiming at the piranhas
Yeah, it's anything in that square.
in
but
that line.
I'd
I guess
like
it hits
to-
both
yeah.
of them then. So We'll give ourselves a reflex save here if I can find their reflex save on this chart of reflex that I can definitely see. What? I was literally just... Okay, there it is. There's that and that. So they both save.
Yeah, so I got like 2 points of damage out of it. But if
3?
anything ends...
So for the bugs, it doesn't seem to affect... Oh, wait. That's 5 points of damage? Okay, a couple of them fall down dead. And then for the fish... you actually don't kill a single fish.
Okay.
It's actually
But
a little embarrassing.
I just want it kind of hovering near Franklin so that things trying to come in at them would have to... If they end their turn near where it's at, then they take the damage.
Okay. Onas. Hint. We just learned the piranhas are weak to area damage. Hint. Your ring does area damage.
I know. I was just about to use it, okay? I was just looking at shit.
No, I'm just saying. Keeping this information in everybody's foremind.
Okay. Since it's a cone, could I possibly hit both?
Yes.
I'll take it.
Okay, so they're going to roll their reflexes.
That's lovely. That's cool.
Okay, so they both save, so they'll take half damage. So go ahead and roll damage. So that's 5. 2. Okay, most of the bugs and most of the fish are now dead. There's very few of either left.
Okay, and then I have one more action, right?
Yep.
Is Franklin still down?
Yes, he is down.
Can I, like, force feed him a potion?
You indeed can.
Okay, did I just use it?
Yep. All right, Franklin, you gain 7 hit points and wake up choking on water and blood and fish guts around you. It does smell kind of
Slimy.
nice though, like cooked
yet
fish.
satisfying.
You are prone though. You will have to stand up on your turn.
How much health did I get? 7?
7 whole hit point arenos with a wax.
And don't stand up into the rotating ninja star.
Oh god, what's that?
Thunk.
I haven't regened my thingy, so I am actually just gonna... What's that yellow thing? No, I'm casting it as a scroll. How do I make it not tell me that?
I don't know what you're doing. Can't see your screen.
I hit cast on... I need to figure out a better way to organize these. Oh, here we go. If I do that, there we go.
And what is this?
This is... If I click it like that... Okay.
That's
Tracking
better.
grasp.
Okay. So roll your so reflex.
20.
Which one are you
there's no
going
reflex.
against?
I was gonna finish off the fish.
Oh, it's an attack. Okay, then yeah, you
Also,
hit.
there's no... Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him. So roll damage.
I don't cast things for saves.
Bzzz. The last of the fish scatter as your bolts of lightning go through them.
And I could try and pitifully attack the bugs.
Oops, wrong one. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, why not?
Come on, hit!
Is it only my... All my melee strikes. Okay, cool. So this is force.
That's hit.
This is 20. Yay! I did 2 force damage.
It's so good. Almost all of the bugs have dissipated at this point. Almost. Franklin, it's your turn. First off, you take a d6 of let's roll 1 of bleeding. Take 3 points of bleeding. You're still poisoned. Oh wait, give me a fortitude save. You take 8 points of of
Down he
poison.
goes.
And back in the water.
Dang.
He's puffy, can't see.
All right.
King vomit half out of my cheek, you know.
The last of the swarm attacks, reflex saves all around, except Franklin, you are now on dying 2.
Okay.
Weatherwax, chirp. Onos is good. Weatherwax, chirp. You take 12 damage. Fort saves.
Oh, funny. When I put a dying thing on, my screen goes like grayscale.
That's funny.
Do I have to roll a fort save?
Onos, no, you're good.
Hero point that.
Weatherwax, chirp. You both take 6 points of poison.
Yeah, I'm at hero point it.
I'm going to.
That antidote
Wait.
was the best purchase ever.
Is this die or is this go down?
This would be. You can reroll the triggering recovery check or saving throw. That'd be going down. You can you can use that.
Sweet.
So chirp. You still take it.
Babooey.
Weatherwax.
Baba Booey.
As the poison courses through Weatherwax's veins, you can see like the green of the poison get forced out, and a little bit of sand kind of shoots out of the wounds.
I did send you a quick
No.
message, Chobo, if you didn't see it.
All right, Chook, you want to kill the last of the guys? Just move your boomerang on top of them. You know what? It's already on top of them. So, how much damage do they take for ending their turn in it?
4D. What the hell was it? 4D6.
Okay, they're dead. The last of them get buffeted away by your, winds. All right, and we are gonna do this one. Yeah, good work. You guys survived. Would somebody like to resurrect Franklin before he dies?
I'm gonna give that boy 7 huppas.
All right, Franklin. They force feed you a potion and you wake up again.
I can't see.
I give you a little pat and I hand you my mostly full bottle of blueberry wine that's only like 2 months old, and I'm gonna sit down for ideally 10 minutes.
I'll take a swig of it. Tastes like shit.
Well,
So
sorry.
did we not get any information about the environment before we showed up here?
You did. It's a swamp.
We knew it was a swamp. This feels very swampy.
I will say you guys get 120 experience points.
Yay.
Big ups.
Good surviving the swarm attack.
Not a fan. Don't recommend.
Yes, you guys can certainly take a short rest.
We
Do you think this swelling will go down? And he's looking at me, you just see like cartoony swollen hands and face.
Damn, those beat the fuck up.
He got stung a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. You'll be fine.
Does the dying stuff remain? It goes
If we
away.
do short
It
rest,
goes
how
away.
much? What do we need to roll for our HP die?
I think we just get maxed with Franklin being a boy. Does he have a thingy? Did
Yeah,
I
his hymn of
imagine
healing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Also, I think I'm gonna pull a random rag out and cast Ray of Frost on it and go, here you go, bud. That'll help.
So
So
nice.
I'll pass out some macaroons to everyone. They heal over time, but I do only have 2 left.
I mean, I would happily have one of those on my
Wait,
person.
I thought you can use your healing hymn as much as you want.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
self-limiting it.
You don't have to,
When
it's-
I said I had 2 left, Weatherwax, I meant I can give everyone 1 and have 2 left.
Yeah, don't worry about self-limiting it. It's a mechanic built in for that purpose. So if it's not macaroons, it can be something else that gives them a little oomph. But all right, so y'all take a quick 10-minute break. You find some grove trees to sit on their roots and kind of get your feet out of the water. And take your boots off, wring your socks out.
Once I start feeling better, I'm gonna start gathering some of the dead piranhas that I might see around me that are not too mutilated.
Ideally, also that aren't full of our flesh would be good.
Why?
It just feels a little funky.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. I mean, it's mostly Franklin's flesh, so I guess that's kind of his prerogative.
It tastes like butter.
Franklin, you taste like butter?
I guess.
Can I roll an occultism check on the vibes to see if
Sure.
there's just anything of note, and also
Can I
directions?
support
Vibe check again?
that occultism roll? I don't know if I can do that.
Sure.
That's a 16 if he's putting guidance on it.
Yeah.
As far as you're aware, you don't feel any sort of occultiness.
What about arcana-ness? 28 if I get guidance on that also.
No,
No,
they
you
just seem
actually
like
can only
animals
get-
that attack you.
Can't do multiple like
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay. Just a 27. Yeah. This place sucks.
Does my ring react here? Or coin? The witch?
Um,
Don't die. You forgot to breathe for a second.
1 second, I need some water.
My fun fact, while he's undying, is I
Yeah.
did look it up, and there is no intelligence requirement, so I could have fainted against the bugs.
You can faint the bugs for real?
You can roll a deception against the bugs, unless they have a thing on their sheet that says unfaintable.
That sounds so goofy.
Yeah,
I wish it would have happened.
I know. I checked it out too late.
Damn.
That's on me.
Yeah, after that combat, I'm quickly realizing offensively, I am fucking useless.
Oh yeah, but you keep us alive, which is great.
And we love you cooking.
All right. I
I
choked
really
on my own spit.
appreciate that you keep me alive. I don't like things that I buffed my AC and then they said, haha, no AC. Although I'm mostly good at saves, so generally speaking, that was fine.
Yeah,
But
my
also not
AC is
really.
15, so having that -2 was rough.
I missed what was being asked as I was dying on my own spit.
Oh, I looked up faint and there's no intelligence requirement for it. I can just roll a deception check against bugs. Unless there's something on the bug sheet that says I can't.
Yeah, they're immune to any sort of thing like that.
Boo!
And then I asked if the coin reacts, maybe to the witch or something. I don't know.
That's a good question. Give me an occult check.
Oh, okay. Button. Boom. Bam.
That the number you're sticking with?
Negative. I'm trying to remember the button to remove one.
Oh, side note,
You just click on.
Weatherwax.
it.
Remember how
Yeah.
you were really wanting me to take silent spell the other day?
Yes.
It lasts 1 minute.
That's rough.
I mean,
That
that's
is
like
actually fine.
10 rounds of a combat.
Assuming you're in combat.
Yeah.
Onas.
Sir, yeah.
As everybody's taking their break, you pull out your coin, and you notice it feels a little bit weird. 3 of the sides feel colder than the 4th. As you kind of begin to move around and look around, you feel that warm edge moves.
Okay, I'm gonna walk towards the warm edge.
Okay, it is pointing north.
Well, we're gonna keep following the worm.
All
What?
right. What's up?
Does Onas say that out loud?
Yeah.
I would assume.
I'm sorry?
The coin, one of the sides is warm. The
Okay,
rest is cold.
cool.
I don't. Look, you have your witchy bullshit. I got my weird shit.
I'm not a witch.
What are you?
I'm a magus.
You're
It's
a wizard.
fine.
Okay,
It's
wizard.
sure. It's
I-
closer.
Okay. All right, wizard and friends.
Wow, now I'm not even a friend.
You,
No, now you're a wizard.
Maybe I'll just go back to my ship and we'll go somewhere else.
you're not friend. You're captain friend.
But okay, let's follow the worm.
Follow the.
I
All
hate
right.
this place.
Y'all begin to follow the worm.
Following
that
the
you
We
have-
worm.
have an airship. Why are we not flying over?
Why are we not flying to the worm?
Because it was too dense. The canopy was too dense here. And thus you got dropped off at a clearing.
Show.
As you are continuing to move north, Onos notices that after a little while, the warm spot moves. So you begin to veer off the path that this inlet of the swamp is taking you. And it begins to take you onto slightly drier land. There's a little more vegetation here, but still pretty muddy. So you all begin to move forward for another hour. You're beginning to get very tired. However, who is leading?
I would assume I would be.
Okay.
That
Onos,
tracks.
give me a perception. As you notice nothing and continue on.
I think 1 second. I have a +1. I don't remember why, but I wrote it down. Never mind.
I'm gonna need a better reason than that to give you a +1.
I can't read. I can't read. It says persuasion,
Ah, very well.
so it's just a 14.
So he begins to. You all continue to follow him as he's moving forward. Before you know it, you've stumbled onto a shack in the middle of a clearing. There is smoke coming out of the chimney of this shack. The front door, as opposed to the rest of it, seems very well made. The smell of cooked meats fill the air as the smoke billows around you.
I'm gonna turn around and. You guys think the witch lives here?
No. I'm gonna cast See the Unseen before we go in.
Ooh,
That's cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's
You
I guess-
begin to cast a spell, is what you say.
I
No.
would do yes.
Okay. Give me a will save.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Shit, no. That added them back. I wanted to.
Woo!
Weatherwax.
That
As
feels
you
like
begin
it's
to
not-
chant your spell, you begin to cough. And spiders begin to crawl out of your mouth.
Ew.
A few of them take a bite on the way out.
My character is still scared of spiders.
I look at her. Are you? Oh my god, are you okay? Wait, what do they taste like?
What do the spiders taste like? What do I roll to taste spider?
Harry.
Hairy?
How do you
Yeah.
taste hairy?
You mean land crabs?
More of a texture, I guess.
I mean, you didn't chomp onto one.
But they were on your tongue. What do they taste like, goat?
Harry.
If
I'm
Harry was a
sticking by
taste-
this.
All right.
And maybe like some stomach bile?
Hey, wizard, don't do that.
Yeah, not interested. Not everything needs to be cooked.
I guess I don't get to see the unseen.
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Okay, you begin to approach the shack.
I'm gonna turn myself into a tree.
Yeah?
Sounds
Yeah.
like some break. Don't you? You want to spit spiders too?
Oh shit. No, wait. Is it a spell? It is a spell. Yeah. No, we're just gonna pass that. I'm gonna hide in a bush.
Okay.
All the
Like some
bugs.
Franklin shit.
So Franklin ducks into the nearest bramble patch.
Yeah,
Surely my homie Chirp got my back, right?
I'm coming with you.
Like
'cause
I'm watching him. If he's walking to
Yeah,
the
the
door, I'm
wizard's
hiding
coming.
and watching him.
Okay.
I'm glad the wizard's coming. She does a lot of damage.
Thank you. Part of that is
I mean, our
being able to
homie
cast
Franklin
spells,
kind of
but you
just
know.
almost died, so I'm kind of gonna stick around where he's at.
He's looking fine now. The swelling's gone down.
Oh, this bush is really itchy.
So Onos and Weatherwax both approach the door.
Yeppers.
Yeah.
All right. As you approach the door, it is 2 steps up. As you step on the first step, you both hear in your mind, "Go away."
Oh.
Actually, you know what? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Don't,
Don't you dare.
don't do it. Please don't do it.
Do you, is this a like will savory?
No, he's talking about the voice.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I mean like the voice in our heads. Like, do we have
Nope,
to roll will
it just
save
says go
against
away.
it?
Can I speak back to it? Well, I'm gonna try.
Do me and Chirp hear it as well?
No.
I'm gonna.
Do I need to roll this? I'm gonna try and, which I already tried to cast a spell and it went badly. I'm gonna try and message the voice.
I'm just.
So you're going to
say
try and
I'll-
cast the spell message?
Yeah,
Okay. As you
Yeah,
begin
I'm
to cast the spell, give me a will save.
cool. Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
This time centipedes crawl out of your mouth, and you can feel
Ew.
them crawling up your throat, and they're biting on the way out.
So
How do they taste?
Leggy.
are they hairy too? So in my stupid nature of lately, I'm just gonna talk to the door. I'm
Sure.
gonna you know, I'm just gonna speak out loud, I guess. I don't know.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm here to talk. Salazar sent me here to talk to you. And I'm gonna like just hold out the coin, maybe she can see me or something.
Ah, so you take the coin out of your pocket?
Yeah.
As you do, the door opens in front of you.
That
A
seems like an
slow
invitation.
creaking open. And you
Yeah, that's an
staring
invitation.
into a black void. In the distance, you can see the glowing light of the fireplace, but nothing else.
Do I still have that that torch of no magic?
Yes, I don't see why you wouldn't.
I'm gonna pull it out.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk in. With it lit, of course.
They have very specific like etiquette norms and things that are like rude to do. I feel as though witches maybe same vibe. Can I like roll a check to see if there's like any big no-nos?
Sure. Give me a society check.
Bippity boppity shit.
The way I'm looking at it, she opened the door. That's an invitation. so I'm
Bibbity
walking in.
boppity shit.
Actually,
Yep.
can I scratch the torch thing for now? Because she
Sure.
hasn't proved to be harmful.
Sure. So you both step in the front door into the darkness?
I do for
Yeah.
sure. For
All
sure.
right.
I'm maintaining I'm following Onas. I'm concerned he's gonna die if he goes into the situation by himself.
Okay.
I'm so grateful for the wizard.
After a couple
No.
steps in, you hear, "Why are you here, little one?"
Damn.
The
She's
voice
not
seems to
talking
come
to me.
from all around you.
She's not talking to me.
I think with that assumption, you're assuming a level of scale here that we don't have yet.
I'm just thinking you're little.
I am.
I'm just gonna say, who?
You.
You. Just gonna wave the coin around again. Just go you.
What do you know of these coins?
Everything my father told me. Very little.
And why
That's
have you
horrible.
sought me out?
A guy named Salivar told me that you could give me a little bit more insight on him and everything. And
A moment later, your eyes are flooded with bright lights. As your eyes adjust, you see that the inside of the shack is actually very well put together. You see a not young, but not old looking woman sitting at a table. She hasn't even looked up from her knitting as you continue to stand in the entranceway of her home. Looking around, you see her home is filled with many different plants, vials. It seems to be decorated, not as you would expect. There's a lot of bright pastel colors. She continues to knit. And what offer have you brought me?
I have gold.
I have no use for trinkets.
You want some venom? I can spit that out pretty good. You got flowers and stuff. Maybe you use that for some.
I doubt your venom can be any more powerful than what I have around here.
Understood. That hurt. Hey. What do you want?
She puts her knitting down and looks up at you. For the first time, you notice that her eyes are jet black. What do you have to offer?
I want to get an insight to what she's wanting or hinting at.
Okay. Guess that would just be, since insight's not a thing anymore.
Perception?
Yeah, give me perception.
Sure.
She obviously wants something unique.
To me, specifically?
Just unique. Something that interests her.
Okay.
Do you still have one of my macaroons?
You have a macaroon. How about a magic macaroon?
She just
That wasn't
stares at you.
I didn't say that out loud. I was just thinking in my head. I did not say that out loud.
Okay.
I think she wants something that's some amount of sacrifice to give.
What about this book of skin on dissecting?
Bring it here.
And I'll bring it to her.
She takes it, flips through a few of the pages.
I swiped it from a crypt of some sort.
Crude.
Very.
Not very interesting. She slides it back. What else do you have?
Yeah. What did you think?
I'm sorry?
Last thing I have, I'll just lay the coin on the table, I guess.
She looks at the coin. She picks it up, examines it. I have no need for these. You have nothing else?
Nothing but me, money, a deck of cards, and the basic needs.
Would you accept a favor in payment?
You see the corner of her mouth raised just slightly. Now there's an idea.
From Onus, of course, not I.
Ah. She returns her gaze to you, Onas.
I'll give her the same gaze back.
Is that true? You would be willing to give a favor?
Right now, I'm not in the boat to say no.
Very well. Hold out your hand.
For what?
It's about
I
this time
I don't have a good history on giving my hands to people. What are you thinking?
She's holding out her hand, waiting for you to place your hand in there. in
I
hers.
know. The last time I put my hand on somebody else's hand, I got somebody put a spell on me.
I would. With the caveat that
It's
I
about this time I look over at Chirp and whisper, well, I haven't heard anyone screaming yet. Yeah, I guess it's going well.
Ideally, with the caveat offered that this favor does not bring any harm to his allies or any of my crew.
Yeah, no harm to me, just as long as it's no harm to them.
She looks at you.
You're a member of my crew.
Fair
I
enough.
don't think that's your deal to make.
That's very fair. He doesn't have to take my advice. I'm just strongly suggesting it.
I'm definitely with her. No harm to nobody.
She's still holding out her hand, waiting.
Did she not agree? Did she not? She just didn't.
She
say
has
anything?
not said anything. She is simply holding out her hand, waiting.
I'm gonna stay firm on it and ask again. Can we make that happen? No harm.
No harm to your friends?
To Onas, to Weatherwax, to Franklin Fumbletoad, or to Chirp, to anyone of the rest of our first mate or crew on the ship The Borrowed Time. Also, no harm to the ship itself.
That.
She smiles. I see this is not your first dealing, Faye.
What gave it away?
That's why she came in with me.
Very well. I can agree to those terms.
Can I roll a deception to make sure, or
Sure. Roll perception.
deception or perception?
Perceptione. As far as you're aware, she's not lying. It's hard to get a read on her, though.
I'll put. I don't really have much of a choice. I give her my hand.
As you place your hand in hers, she closes her hand around yours, and you feel a warmth begin to spread through your hand. It spreads up your body and into your heart. After a few moments, your heart begins to beat faster and faster and faster. At first, it feels like you're jogging and then running and then sprinting. And then as suddenly as it begins, it stops.
What was that?
Onos. Please drop your maximum hit points by 1.
Fair enough.
As
How do
that
I-
stops,
I can't change my match.
can you not edit it?
No.
We'll fix that later.
Okay.
I'll
change my current. So I don't
Yeah, just change your current by 1. You
Not 336. Good.
see the woman that didn't look young or old. Any wrinkles or blemishes on her skin immediately fade as there becomes a youthful exuberance about her.
Okay. That's kind of what I assumed happened.
And she lets go of your hand. The bargain has been struck. You may ask one question. I suggest you make it count.
I'm
I'm not asking a question with this. I'm just gonna.
And that's
This
what we're going
is
to call it for this session. Give you guys some time to think about it. And is a good place to stop as any. So, great work today, everybody. Hero points all around. You know what? I think I like Weatherwax getting the bonus point for rule lawyering the witch.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very grateful.
I was very concerned Onus was gonna go in and just kind of sign his soul over or something insane
No, of course
without
not.
a babysitter.
No.
Sounds like something I'd probably do.
No, never.
That character is not the brightest.
So yeah, next week, well, week after next, we will pick up in the witch's hut. Man, that was a good session.
I like her vibes. I don't like that she won't let me cast spells.
I died.
You're gonna come to her planet and try and cast spells outside of her house?
I just wanted to know some stuff.
Yeah,
And I
knowledge is
just wanted
power.
to talk to her.
You want to know stuff? Pay the woman.
Nah, my-
She don't want money.
Well,
real
money's
quick-
not the
My
only way
life-
to pay for things.
She took my
Is it?
lifespan.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
She'll take
no.
more if you want to ask more questions. First off, real quick, gonna end the stream. So, Weed and Sun, thanks so much for the follow, and Duvin, thanks so much for the 11th month of resub. Thanks all you schmucks for showing up for once. I will say before we end, moving forward, I would like to be slightly more consistent. So, if nobody has any objections, we're going to initiate the, as long as we have 3 people, we're going to play rule, and the 4th person stays on the ship.
That works for me.
Works for me.
And if something needs to be, like, if an adventure takes longer than 1 day away from the ship or something, we'll figure something out then. But if that's good with everyone, then we'll roll that forward. That way we can be more consistent.
And just as a side note, the new Power World major update comes out June 27th.
I am excited for that.
I'm here for that. Definitely have to play some of that offline. But all right, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
start
thanks.
a new server, you know?
Yeah, I'm down. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and have a good night.
Night night.